Happy first day of July, everyone. Now, because my birthday is July 11th, of course, I keep that secret because I don't want people to make a big thing out of my birthday. Everybody has birthdays. But because I am the kind of person I am, all my life I've celebrated the entire month of July as my birthday. And why am I holding this? I'll tell you in a second. So it's Lon-Tober. So happy Lon-Tober, everyone. The high holy day of Lon-Tober, of course, is the secret day, July 11th, that I keep completely secret. I'm very shy about letting people know July 11th is my birthday, July 11th. Because I don't want people sending me a lot of things and everything. I wear an extra large shirt and things like it just embarrasses me. I'm so shy. So anyway, 50 years ago, I walked into B. Dalton's Pickwick bookstore in Costa Mesa, California, at the South Coast Plaza Shopping Center. And I saw this on the shelf, this very one right here. And because I've been in the Rosicrucian Order Amorc for a few years, or a while, I don't know how many, and because I was studying tarot with the marvelous BOTA tarot correspondence course, this caught my eye immediately, and I didn't know it was even a tarot deck, and so I saw this, and I didn't know who Aleister Crowley was. I didn't know who Frida Harris was. I didn't know what Ordo Templi Orientis was, but I did recognize that Laman because the Rosicrucian Order Amorc used this very Laman on one of their pamphlets called the Celestial Sanctum. So I figured, oh, this must Rosicrucian. Oh, I'm going to, even though I was a poor musician, I bought this deck and I brought it home. Now this is both Weiser and Llewellyn. For some reason, we're distributing these cards. And anyway, I took it home. I looked up the name Aleister Crowley, saw that little occult dictionary said he was a famous Scottish Satanist, and I went, I didn't want anything to do with that. I'm a fluffy bunny guy, But anyway, this is all, I'm sorry, I'm just wasting your time. But I opened it up. Now, the original box had a gold-colored box, but over the years I sat on it, or somebody sat on it, and I continued to use it for talismanic purposes. But it didn't serve as a box, and so a friend constructed this white box for me. Anyway, the deck had one promotional card in it, this one right here, this very one right here. And it was down at the bottom, it said Hymenaeus Alpha, Caliph, Ordo Templi Orientis, Box 2043, Dublin, California. Well, and you see that that autograph, I got that autograph years later from Hymenaeus Alpha himself, but that's another story. Anyway, I ended up several years later writing that address and meeting or coming in contact with Phyllis Seckler and Grady L. McMurtry, and eventually by 1978 by 1975, I've got initiated into the OTO, and the rest, as they say, is in the process of being history. What I'm going to do today, and what all this has to do with Lon-Tober, is this. The Cancer card. The Chariot. Now, over the years, there's been what I consider superior reproductions of these cards. But this is the Chariot card, and because it's the Cancerian card, I've always sort of identified with it. And I thought for Lon-Tober, I'm going to magically open up the Enochian Aethyr that's associated with where that image came from. And it's the 12th Aethyr, Loe. Just relax. Madrias dies prof Loe. Quis Mikal senir ka ozgo, od fifis balsis raciada. Nunca gohulim mikma ado yan madja odbliorb, soba oana quis lusiftias peripsal. Dies abreson non snitaib ka ozgi, od tilb ad fat amplas, tuat non sgi mikal zoma elras taf glo marbiari ido ego. Od terzul piaud afgehol, ka ozga tabiord senir, od Christios il poil tiobel basdil tilm noan baidors ba, dod remnis il na. El zeptilb, parmgi peripsax, od taquels buapes il nibemucho simp. Od Christios agel torton mirque tiobel elel, ton pem dils moas bian. Od Christios agel torton paracas simp. Cordzis dod palad fifis el smenad, od farcht bams omawas kuniz brau vavvax tunug. Orska tibel noaz mitabjes levithmong, unchi tilb ors. Begley? Mua. Old Cordzis. El capimao ixo maxip, od kako kasav gose biaglen pi tianta a Babylon, od farcht teluk vovim. Madriax torzu, o adriax o rocha abro apri, tabiore priars ar tabas adrebic pan cours tedubix. Iol kam. Priasiar quasi or od quas pequeting. Repair pax agacor, umelod prizar kakoi aioive compt. Torzu, zakar, od zamranas sibsibut mona, dies surzas tier baltan, odo cycle que, od zasma plapli, yad namad. Olvenu, odzakam ilsge, tapamal, geduns, ambriol, olvenu odzakam. And this was what Crowley got when he did that. There appear in the stone 2 pillars of flame, and in the midst is a chariot of white fire. This seems to be the chariot of the 7th key of the tarot, but it is drawn by 4 sphinxes, diverse like 4 sphinxes upon the door of the vault of the adepts, countercharged in their component parts. The chariot is itself the lunar crescent waning, The canopy is supported by 8 pillars of amber. These pillars are upright, and yet the canopy which they support is the whole vault of the night sky. The charioteer is a man in golden armor, studded with sapphires. But over his shoulder is a white robe, and over that a red robe. Upon his golden helmet he beareth for his crest a crab. His hands are clasped upon a cup from which radiate a ruddy glow, constantly increasing so that everything is blotted out by its glory, and the whole air is filled with it. And there is a marvelous perfume in the air, like unto the perfume of Rahor-Kuit, but sublimated, as if the quintessence of that perfume alone were burnt. For it hath the richness and voluptuous and humanity of blood, and the strength and freshness of meal, and the sweetness of honey, and the purity of olive oil, and the holiness of that oil which is made of myrrh and cinnamon and galangal. The charioteer speaks in a low, solemn voice, awe-inspiring, like a very large and very distant bell. Let him look upon the cup whose blood is mingled therein, for the wine of the cup is the blood of the saints. Glory unto the scarlet woman, Babylon, the mother of abominations, that rideth upon the beast, for she hath spilt their blood in every corner of the earth, and lo, she has mingled it in the cup of her whoredom. With the breath of her kisses has she fermented it, and it has become the wine of the sacrament, the wine of the Sabbath. And in the holy assembly she has poured it out for her worshippers, and they have become drunken thereon, so that face to face they have beheld my Father. Thus are they made worthy to become partakers of the mystery of this holy vessel. For the blood is the life. So she sitteth from age to age, and the righteous are never weary of her kisses, and by her murders and fornications she seduceth the world. Therein is manifested the glory of my Father, who is truth. This wine is of such virtue it radiateth through the cup. I reel under the intoxication of it, and every thought is destroyed by it. It abideth alone, and its name is compassion. And I understand by compassion the sacrament of suffering partaken of by the true worshippers of the highest. And it is an ecstasy in which there is no trace of pain. It is passivity, equal passion. It is like giving up the self to the beloved. The voice continues, "This is the mystery of Babylon, the mother of abominations, and this is the mystery of her adulteries, for she hath yielded up herself to everything that liveth, and hath become a partaker in its mysteries. And because she hath made herself the servant of each, therefore is she become the mistress of all. Not as yet canst thou comprehend her glory. Beautiful art thou, O Babylon, and desirable, for thou hast given thyself to everything that liveth, and thy weakness hath subdued their strength. For in that union thou didst understand. Therefore art thou called understanding, O Babylon, Lady of the Night. This is that which is written. O my God, in one last rapture, let me attain the union with the many. Unquote. For she is love, and her love is one, and she hath divided one love into infinite loves, and each love is one and equal with the one, and therefore is she passed from the assembly and the law and the enlightenment unto the anarchy of solitude and darkness. For ever thus must she veil the brilliance of herself. Babylon, Babylon, thou mighty mother that ridest upon the crowned beast, let me be drunken upon the wine of thy fornication. Let thy kisses wanton me unto death, that even I, thy cupbearer, may understand. Now through the ruddy glow of the cup, I may perceive far above and infinitely great the vision of Babylon, and the beast whereon she rideth is the lord of the city of the pyramids, that I beheld in the 14th Aethyr. Now that is gone in the glow of the cup, and the angel saith, Not as yet mayest thou understand the mystery of the beast, for it pertaineth not unto the mystery of this air. And few that are now born to understanding are capable of it. The cup glows ever brighter and fierier. All my sense is unsteady, being smitten with ecstasy. And the angel saith, Blessed are the saints, that their blood is mingled in the cup, and can never be separate any more. For Babylon the beautiful, the mother of abominations, has sworn by her holy Kittis, whereof every point is a pang, that she will not let rest from her adulteries until the blood of everything that liveth is gathered therein, and the wine thereof laid up and matured and consecrated, and worthy to gladden the heart of my father. For my father is weary with the stress of eld, and cometh not to her bed. Yet shall this perfect wine be the quintessence and the elixir, and by the draught thereof shall he renew his youth. And so shall it be eternally, as age by age the worlds do dissolve and change, and the universe unfold as a rose that shutteth itself up as the cross that is bent into the cube. And this is the comedy of Pan that is played at night in the thick forest. And this is the mystery of Dionysus Zagreus that is celebrated upon the holy mountain of Catharion. And this is the secret of the brothers of the Rosy Cross. And this is the heart of the ritual that is accomplished in the vault of the adepts, that is hidden in the mountain of the caverns, even the holy mountain Abiegnus. And this is the meaning of the supper of Passover. The spilling of the blood of the Lamb being the ritual of the dark brothers, for they have sealed up the pylon with blood, lest the angel of death should enter therein. Thus do they shut themselves off from the company of the saints. Thus do they keep themselves from the compassion and from the understanding. Accursed are they, for they shut up their blood in their heart. They keep themselves from the kisses of my mother Babylon, and in their lonely fortresses they pray to the false moon, and they bind themselves together with an oath and with a great curse. And of their malice they conspire together, and they have power and majesty in their cauldrons. Do they brew the harsh wine of delusion, mingled with the poison of their selfishness. Thus do they make war upon the Holy One, sending forth their delusion upon men and upon everything that liveth, so that their false compassion is called compassion, and their false understanding is called understanding, for this is their most potent spell. Yet of their own poison do they perish, and in their lonely fortresses they shall be eaten up by time that hath cheated them to serve him, and by the mighty devil Choronzon, their master, whose name is the second death. For the blood that they have sprinkled on their pylon, that is a bar against the angel of death, is the key by which he entereth in. The angel saith, and this is the word of double power in the voice of the Master, wherein the 5 interpenetrateth the 6. This is the secret interpretation that may not be understood, save only by them who understand. And for this is the key of the pylon of power, because there is no power that may endure save only the power that descendeth in this my chariot from Babylon, the city of the 50 gates, the gate of the god On. Now it's written out in Hebrew, and the Hebrew letters spell the gate of the god On. Ba, Bal, On. Bet Aleph Lamed Oyin Nun. Moreover, is On, O-N, the key of the vault, that is 120. So also do the mystery and the beauty derive from the supernal wisdom. But this is a mystery utterly beyond thine understanding, for wisdom is the man and understanding the woman. And not until thou hast perfectly understood canst thou begin to be wise. But I reveal unto thee a mystery of the Aethers, that not only are they bound up with the Sephiroth, but also with the paths. Now the plane of the Aethers interpenetrateth and surroundeth the universe, wherein the Sephiroth are established, and therefore is the order of the Aethers not the order of the tree of life. And only in a few places do they coincide. But the knowledge of the Aethers is deeper than the knowledge of the Sephiroth, for that in the Aethers is the knowledge of the Aeons and of Thelema, and to each shall it be given according to his capacity. He has been saying certain secret things to the unconscious mind of the seer of a personal nature. That's what's going on while he's having this vision. Now a voice comes from without. And lo, I saw you to the end. And a great bell begins to toll, and there cometh 6 little children out of the floor of the chariot, And in their hands is a veil, so fine and transparent it is hardly visible. And yet, when they put it over the cup, the angel bowing his head reverently, the light of the cup goes out entirely. And as the light of the cup vanishes, it is like a swift sunset in the whole air. For it was from the light of that cup alone that it was lighted. And now the light is all gone out of the stone, and I'm very cold. That vision received at Bausada, December 4th and 5th, 1909, 11:30 p.m. to 1:20 a.m. Happy Lon-Tober. We'll see you tomorrow for Saturday morning cartoons. Until then, be good to yourself. It's Lon-Tober. That's an order. Be good to yourself. And be good to each other. We need each other now more than ever. Do what thou wilt shall be the whole of the law. Love is the law, love under will.